What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got Captain Yami from Black Clover. So I'm on a landscape page, wide page, and remember, use a pencil and hit pause if I go too fast. We're going to start with his right eyelid. So we're about the middle of our page. So full on up front portrait. So starting with the right eye. Right, so right eyelid, just about here. The middle line of my page is right along here. So we're going to the middle, and we're going to come across, and we're going to go diagonal this way first, and then we're going to bring it across. So he's real sort of thin eyes, Yami. So kind of goes up this way, like so. And we can kind of thicken this line up, so we can just give it more weight. And this comes down, and maybe a line on top here like that. Now, so real slender eyes. So this comes down, slightly down to here. And then we're going to bring it across, like so, real thin. And it comes up into where the tear duct would be. But of course, Yami doesn't cry. Like that. Maybe he does. Maybe if he runs out of cigarettes. Right, so in there we have his iris and his pupil. So we can only see a slight little bit of it. So we have a dash there and a dash here, because his eyelids are covering his eyes. And then a pupil, semicircle, half circle, just here. We've got some lines coming down around his eye, so one here, one here, and then one on the corner, just here. So that's the general style for his eyes. So, and we're in proportion, which is a good thing, because it makes it easier for us to place the next eye. So if you measure his eye, come over an eye distance, that's where his next eye shall start. So about here. So you could fit another eye in there. And then we give him that eyelid again. So we bring it across, like so, thicken it up, might be a line coming off the edge here, like so. And then we're going to bring this line down in here, diagonal, and then back across underneath, real thin again, up into the tear duct, and we can darken this line up a little bit, thicken it up, like so, and add in those dashes for his iris and a half circle just for his pupil here. And then there's some lines just coming around, so one here again, kind of coming out from there, coming underneath, one here. And then we have lines for the inside, the bridge of his nose. So we're going to go in like so. This one here. And then we've got some eyelid lines. So coming up here, coming across like this. So this is like the skin of his eyelid. Just there. Another one coming across this way. And then we have his eyebrows. So diagonal line that way. And they come up to a point. So they go up this way. Up and around like so. And up to a point about here. And they're real pointy on this end. And they get wider down to the bottom. So they come back this way. And then we bring them back in to here and down. And I think in the manga they're like black inside, but in the anime I think they're brown, like dark brown. But we can color them in black anyway, just to make things easier, make them stand out a bit more. And we have another eyelid line just in here, just like so. And then the other eyebrow, just here, diagonal line like so. And then we're going to bring it across and up to that pointy part, just here. And then it comes down, like so. And you can fill it in black or brown, it's up to you. And then we might have another eyelid line. It just makes them look extra sort of, I don't want to say lazy because it's not lazy, but it's like, just like I don't give a F kind of thing. Right, so he's got nostrils, 2 nostrils just down here. And then we've got some hatching lines on the bridge of his nose. So they come down like this, coming down the side of his nose, just there. So they kind of show the direction of his nose. Like so. And then once we know where his nose is, we can find where his chin is, because the eyes are halfway down the head and the nose is halfway between the eyes and the chin. So if you get this distance, the chin will be the same distance from the nose to the chin. So from the eyes to the nose, that's where the chin is going to be, down here. Yeah, so just to like the top of his eyes. Approximately that distance. And then in there, so we have his mouth, right? So he's got a cigarette coming out of his mouth. Surprise, surprise. So we got to do a curved line coming around that first. So like say here, a little bump coming out, and then it comes across to a closed part of his mouth. And that comes across to here. And then we've sort of the edge of his mouth here. Like so. And then this lip is going to go underneath the cigarette. So it kind of goes underneath here. And the cigarette is going to come out like so. And this side will come out like so as well. Bit of a shadow, maybe more of a shadow there. And we got the ash sort of on top. That's sort of the lit part of the cigarette. And then the separation between the white and the brown part. Then we've sort of a line for his cheek, sort of here. Then his bottom lip, it's halfway between the nose and the chin. So his bottom lip is about there. Curved line coming up like so. And then just a line just for a bump on his top lip, just here. Right, so he's got kind of a mustache, but it's just like single kind of hairs coming down this way. so. He's some on his chin as well, so we'll draw in his chin and his jaw first. So this comes up like so, to his jaw. And the other side goes up underneath the cigarette, jump over it, come at the other side, like so, and then those hairs just in here. So, right, so then his jaw will change direction about here across from his mouth and go up to the side of his head. So this will go up like so. And then this side will go up as well. So there. So then we meet his hair. So he's got kind of a fringe coming down over his face on this side, and he's got hairline on this side. So let's see. So we're going to go diagonal this way first. So adding hair spikes for the side of his head. Like so, coming into his head. And then these go down like that. And then we start to come across into the middle. And in the middle, there's like a V in the center, just here. And they come in to each side. And we have sometimes, we might have a piece of fringe sticking down. So like here. Coming down towards his eyebrow there. And this will go back up into there. And then we have more sort of spikes coming in towards this middle. And when you get to your middle point, you're going to go off the other direction. So and then we have a hair, piece of fringe coming down this way over his eyebrow in towards his iris just here. This goes up into there. And then we have another piece that comes down across his face right beside his eyebrow here. And it actually goes over his eye. Just there and back up. Like so. And then this piece will come back over his ear. So from here, we're going to bring it back down this direction. Like so. And he's got a line just going across his forehead, just here, just coming across like so. Just kind of a wrinkle line or forehead bump or something, just there. And inside his mouth actually just might be a bit darker. Right, so we've got more hair spikes and hairlines and stuff coming all up his face, so, and around his head. So let's do this. So we're gonna go up this way. then the next one is gonna come out like so. Then we'll bring this back in, and then we have another one coming out here, coming up then this direction, and then we have another one coming over that, so coming out, say here, and this comes actually quite big and back up to the top of his fringe up here. So this comes like right up to this one. Like so. This comes all the way up to there. And then this line comes in to here. And then we have like a shadow inside there. Like so. And then we have another spike coming off this way. Comes back in. Right, so this spike comes out here. Comes back in. Up like so. Up to there. To here, comes up and around in like so. Another line just there. It's a quite particular style of hair now on Yami, so take your time, hit pause. Trying to get these spikes coming out the right direction. So then this comes out like so. Back in. And curve up to here. Back to there. And now we're going to this part of his hair that's like it's like in the middle. So we got these lines here. So, and this would be like a spike here. And on this side, we go up like so to a small spike here. And there's a spike over that, just there. And then these kind of spike up then. Here, and then more kind of hair spikes sticking right up the way. So they stick right up the middle. So the biggest ones probably go actually off my page, off the top of my page. So like up here, because they're so big, they stick right up. And then this comes down again. There, comes down, maybe one more just here. So if you had more room, you could just finish those into spikes just off the top of the page, just there. It's real tall. And then we have spikes that come down the side of his head. Let's see, well actually there's one more just here that will help us. That one right there, and then we have some spikes in behind, so they come in behind and down to here. There'll be a small spike here, another one here, curved line there, spike coming down here, back up. This one comes up a bit like that. We spike coming out from behind. Then another spike down there. Back in. This one spikes up and out to there. Comes back in. And then we go up like so. So I know this is quite probably boring to watch, but there you go. Spike there, spike back to there. But his hair is kind of what makes him sort of stand out a bit more. Kind of what defines the character a bit. Which is usually the case in anime. And then another one just here. Like so. And I think that's it. So you can add more hairlines and texture lines to your heart's content, but I'll just leave it there. And we'll get going on the rest. So we can see his ear just in behind his hair, just here, just a little bit, just like in there. And on the other side as well. There's actually one more hair spike here. And then we can see his ear. Just in behind here. And some maybe some lines and stuff, some detail lines. Like so. And then right, so he's kind of hunched over, so we can see there's some hair that grows onto his neck. So coming down from his jaw, side of his face, here. Like a hair spike. Coming down to about there, and then curving back up. Right up into his ear. One more coming out this way. Like so. And then similar over here. And then we can see his neckline coming down from these pieces of hair on this side. And just maybe in between on this side. Right, so then we can just see the line for his cloak. His Black Bullet's cloak coming down this way. To about here, kind of underneath the cigarette there. And then this is going to curve this way. To a string that goes to like a buckle just up here. So the buckle is just here, so we do like a circular sort of line there, and then this comes back around into here. And it's stopping here because we can see his sword, and it's not a straight sword line. It's kind of a curved sword line, so draw that in. So it's just kind of curves slightly like so. And this could be like a bumpy, thick line for the rope that's sort of tied around the handle of samurai swords. Like so. It comes across the top. At the very end of the handle, it comes back down the other side. You might have a bump on it every now and then. Coming all down. And it's going to stop about here, where his fingers are going to start. So might as well do that sword, finish it, and then join the rest up. So we have a finger just coming across here, across the top, coming up, down, coming around to a knuckle, back down like so. And then this comes down to the next finger, just here, and this comes up that way, down around for a knuckle, back in like so. This comes sort of up, and then we've got some like knuckle lines just here, coming down around the back, and we can see just the inside of his finger just here, and bumps for skin and stuff. So maybe a line just there for more of his knuckle. This comes down to there, into here. So, and then on the sword, so some details on the sword, we have this top golden part has a hole in it just here, and then this cap comes off with some ridges going around that, like so. And then there's diamonds going the whole way down it, so it's actually rope, but they form that sort of stereotypical diamond shape that Japanese swords have, coming down the whole hilt. This, and then we add just some extra cross lines coming down like so, just to give it the look that the rope is actually crisscrossing across these parts of the sword, so like this. Like so, and then his shoulder is going to come out here, down like so. It's going to reach his tricep, which is going to bump out again, and then we've got a letter Y for his armpit just here, and then maybe some more hatching lines for his bicep, maybe kind of a detail line here, and you maybe add a shadow just to this part. So, and he's got a vest on, a white vest, so we got those white lines here, and the other part of that is just up here, and it goes underneath this cloak part. So we'll finish that. We'll do this line coming all the way down, like so, and then this cloak is going to come up and off the page over here, bumping because it's fabric, so we add some bumps. And then his shoulder, it's covering his shoulder on this side, so it comes down like so. And then we will add some fold lines. So fold line here. Another one coming back that way. In towards this center point. So we've got another fold line there. Another one maybe going that way. Another one going across here. Another one then going that way. And then we'll finish his vest just in here. So his white top that he has on. So it just curves around the bottom here. And it's a double line. Like so. And there might be some fold lines stuff on it as well. And then we're going to do his neck muscles just in here. So got a neck muscle coming down from his jaw. Just there. And another one on this side. Down like so. And then there's like a shadow underneath his jaw just in here. Just going to make this line thicker basically. So, and then a couple of extra muscle lines just here, coming down like so. Another one going this way, kind of hatching lines in like that. And then we got his collarbone. So just here, coming across. A curved line for his, I think it's called clavicle. And then his other collarbone coming off up this way. And the inside of that collarbone, the other side, just coming down like so. Might see an Adam's apple or something just in there. And right, the black bull symbol. So it's kind of complicated. You can leave it out if you wanted and just start colouring. But I'll do it in for those who want to do it. So, so it starts here. So we're going to go up and around. Curving around like so. And this bumps up like so. Bring it around again, down to there. And then the next part curves in here, curves in there. Bring it down, out, down off my page, down, out, and down off my page there. It kind of looks like a ghost, like a cartoon ghost. Just give two black eyes here. So then, the eyes, right, so we'll do the eyes. So we'll do like a wavy sort of skull eye just there. And then there's like a star in the center, I think. It's like a star, it looks like a star. Not really a star. It's like a spiky thing. Great description. And then another sort of bumpy skull eye. And then we're going to go around the edge again. So it's got kind of like a pineapple thing going on top here. And then this goes around the edge again, like so. Like that. And then it's got nostrils, so holes for nostrils here. Long sort of cow nostrils. And then like a line or two here. Going up like so. And then maybe what we can see of some bones coming out here, but not much. Like so. So that is the main idea, how to draw Captain Yami from Black Clover. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.